Welcome to episode 2 of the Celeste Stacy Show. I am your host, Celeste Stacy. First, a few messages from our sponsors of the show. Did you know if you wanted to get into podcasting, you can use Anchor for a free platform to host your podcast show? That's right, you heard it here on the Celeste Stacy Show. Anchor, you can host on Anchor for free. And now, back to the show. As the author of 4 books, SAI, Secret Agents of the Illuminati, books 1, 2, and 3, as well as Tales of the Illuminati, Boxcar Willie, you can soon find these books in the U.S. library system and in bookstores around the country. Right now, you can get them on Amazon or Walmart.com, as well as on my website secretnarty.com. And if you want to find the podcast show, the Celeste Stacy Show, you can go to secretnarty.com/listen. That's www.secretnarty.com/listen. Now today I was going to talk about other stuff, but first I want to talk about YouTube. On my first episode that I uploaded on YouTube, they said I got a community strike on my first episode of my podcast that I uploaded to YouTube. They said I had pornographic material and nudity in my podcast, and they mentioned the thumbnail and the link that I set up for on Subscribestar, so I can have another revenue stream to make money to promote my books. Now, I went back and I looked at the upload, and it's like, there ain't no nudity in here. So I removed the Subscribestar. I guess they didn't want the competition. But then I looked at the picture, and I'm wearing this blouse it's off the shoulder blouse, and they said that's nudity. And I'm like, that's bullshit. It's not nudity. Nudity is when you're like topless or something, you know. But anyways, they put the video, or they put the podcast back, but they gave me 1 strike, and they said that if I have another strike in a specified period, that I wouldn't be able to upload. And I got to thinking, it's like, I'm doing podcasts, and it's like, I don't need YouTube anymore. It's like, I'm going to upload my podcasts on other places, which is where I'm putting them on Podbean and Anchor. I think there's another one. I'll have to. So yeah, I got to thinking, and it's like, YouTube, I never had luck with YouTube, and I've been trying to come up with something to make money off of YouTube, and it's just, I'm done with YouTube. I mean, I still watch the videos, but I'm done chasing after the monetization on YouTube. I'm just going to focus on my Celeste Stacy podcast show on the podcast platforms. So you can find the show on my website, and then you can also go to Spotify, and you can also go to Google's podcast platform. And I'm in the process of setting up accounts for Apple and all the others. So, yeah, fuck you, YouTube. Your history. And it's like, if you think about it, you gotta have 10,000 subscribers, and then you gotta have 1,000 subscribers, and then you gotta have 10,000 hours viewed in a 12-month period to be eligible for monetization. And even then, it's pennies. Whereas, I've been podcasting, it's like you can make more money at podcasting. And I want to use, instead of wasting money, and I've been wasting money on advertising for my 4 books, and it didn't produce results to my satisfaction. So what I'm going to do is podcast, and every podcast episode I'm going to play a clip, and for my audiobooks, because I, in addition to writing the books, I produce the audiobooks for those books. So yeah, and on that note, here's a clip I'm going to play from book 1. It's going to be a random chapter, so I'm going to go find it and then play it. Be right back.
SAI, Secret Agents of the Illuminati, by Celeste Stacy. Read by John Moriarty. Prologue. A millennia ago. In another solar system, an advanced civilization dispatches a survey team and a huge moon-sized black starship named the Black Star. This starship is headed up by the Council and a director named Black Queen. They set out in search of another habitable planet, as theirs is on the verge of annihilation from centuries of war with beings from another dimension. Victor is showing off his piloting skills to his friend, crack fighter pilot, called Sign the Kid, and inadvertently drops out of hyperspace in the middle of an asteroid belt. I'm gonna make the Kessel run in 15 parsecs. Hurrah! What the fuck? Look out! Evasive maneuvers! The kid screams at Victor as he gestures to change course. Black Queen walks in yelling to the bridge crew. Full reverse now! Maneuver pattern, beta! Engage! Victor swivels around in his chair to face Black Queen. I don't know that maneuver, ma'am. Black Queen instantly grows angry, turns a shade of red, and snaps her fingers on her left hand. In an instant, Victor is a fine red mist covering the bridge crew in blood. The kid gets covered the most and complains. Why me? Always me. Now I gotta shower. Crew member Brenda slips into Victor's helm chair and takes over. But too late. The Black Star crashes into a huge asteroid. Black Queen orders everyone to abandon ship and to take the secondary survey vessel Atlantis to the 3rd planet in this solar system. Instead of landing Atlantis, which was also damaged, it crashes on the 3rd planet. The people native to this world call it Earth.
Okay, so that was the clip from the first book, SAI, Secret Agents Illuminati. Now, the first book was more of a spoof that I was aiming for. And the funny thing is about this book series, it originally was supposed to be a web series, and I was going to have produce it, and I wrote the screenplays for it, and I was going to direct it and post it on YouTube. Well, in Northwest Ohio, it takes a lot of money to do stuff like that, because people around here is like, oh, you gotta pay me. I don't do anything for free. It's like, alright. So, after 2 or 3 years of trying to get the pilot episode of the web series made, I said, the hell with it. I'll just write it into a book. And maybe with the book proceeds, then eventually I'll get the series made. So that's where I'm at a couple more years after that. So, yeah, it's a process. Yeah, my journey from, I don't know, I started out as, an aspiring actress, and I was in a independent horror film production. The movie was like 10 minutes long. It's on YouTube. It's called... So the name of the movie is Grandma Knows Best, and it's on YouTube. So go check it out. There was another horror film that I did, but I think it was called Bordello of Blood. It's on YouTube, and I basically just played a corpse and a ghost. So, yeah. Yeah, the journey that I've been on has just been this long, crazy, dream-like trip from, for the last 7 years. So, yeah. I'm just getting started with this podcast, and I plan to share everything that I've been doing for the last 7 or 8 years, and how I came up with my books and stuff like that. I think on that note, I'll probably end this show here, but just a quick reminder, next episode I will be playing another clip from a random clip from one of the books, and so yeah. You have been listening to the Celeste Stacy Show. I hope you have enjoyed the show. Please subscribe and tell your friends and family. And all comments or suggestions can be emailed to the show via celestestacy67@gmail.com, or you can tweet to me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is celestestacy67. And thanks again for listening. Bye.